probably the most important sustainable feature of the building is really the planning part of it, where we built in flexibility. So each of the spaces in there, starting with the auditorium gymnasium, can do 2 or 3 different things. So the building can really be much smaller. You don't have to build as much if the spaces inside can do a lot of different things. It's also important such that the building does not become functionally obsolete over time. So it has to be able to adapt, it has to be able to accommodate multiple functions, but it also has to adapt over time to changing programs. Other features, the way we did the rain screen facade allowed us to put the insulation on the outside of the building. Usually the insulation is in the wall or it's behind the wall in the interior. A more energy efficient way to do that is to put the insulation on the outside of the building. So it has a concrete block surface that's waterproofed, and then all the insulation is on the outside of the building for superior energy performance. Some of the other sustainable features are, of course, the green roof. And we didn't just want to put grass on the roof. We wanted to do the green roof in a way that reinforced the mission of the facility, which was youth education. So that became an outdoor classroom, kind of a horticultural classroom. Many of the kids that come here haven't been outside the city, so they haven't been to a farm, for example. So this is maybe the first time they've seen how a pumpkin grows or a food plant grows that they can take down in the kitchen and have a cooking class and make something in. But also, this is kind of a seed garden or nursery for some of the community gardens and block clubs. So they have several block clubs in the neighborhood that are run by adults, and they're responsible for beautifying their blocks. So a lot of the perennials and flowers here get transplanted into the streets surrounding the youth center. So the garden has really been a place where the community has really come together. I think one of the most gratifying moments for me was towards the end of construction. I was here with Gary Comer, and it was one of the last times that he came to the building because he died shortly after the building was opened, and he got to see the garden, the roof garden. And we took him down. We went down to the lobby and the ground floor, and we were saying goodbye, and out of the stairwell came a line of 12 kids, and they all had plastic bags full of vegetables that they had harvested out of the roof garden. And one by one they filed by Gary and showed them, they had carrots, they had potatoes, and the look of excitement on their face as they showed these to Gary. And I think that was kind of really what the whole project was about, kind of encapsulated in that moment. And it was great that Gary could see the kind of excitement that this project had generated and some of the unique kind of things that his facility offered to this community. It was a really happy moment.